You guys know I'm no stranger to bad Netflix movies. That's why today I want to talk about this movie, Uglies. Uglies is a dystopian YA film that takes place in a future where everybody at the age of 16 has to undergo a surgery that makes you hot. So you go from ugly to hot, thanks to this surgery. And then once you're hot, you get to go live in this utopian world and everything's great. I've wanted to make a video about this movie forever, but things just keep getting in the way, so I figure, you know what? I'm not gonna put it off anymore. I'm gonna put this on the second channel. I'm just gonna watch it with you guys so we can all experience it for the first time together. That way this can get off my conscience. So without further ado, here's Uglies.
My story today began in the past. Hundreds of years ago, people became overly reliant on fossil fuels.
Right off the bat, I like the zombies-esque opening. Is this kind of like a trope in this genre of movie where we're starting in some kind of dystopian future, so there has to be like a monologue of how we got there? Even though, like, from knowing anything about this movie, I've already assumed that this is some kind of dystopian future and whatever we're doing today or something that happened in the past went wrong and led them here. Like, I don't really know that I need this explanation. Like, if the movie opened on this dystopian universe that's about to happen, I wouldn't be like, pretty surgeries at 16? That doesn't make any sense. That's not how the world works right now. This movie's a bunch of fantasy mumbo jumbo. What's going on?
They squandered Earth's natural resources and the planet quickly descended into chaos and war. We call those people Rusties.
We call those morons from way back then Rusties. Those dumb idiots. Also, what does rust have to do with it? We use fossil fuels, so you call us Rusties? She's like, those dumb cavemen back in 2025 used fossil fuels, such as rust and dirt, and they used to club each other on the head with whole dinosaur bones.
Everyone, on their 16th birthday, undergoes a life-changing operation to become their most perfect self. Everyone is healthy, happy, pretty.
Okay, I mean, honestly, sounds like a pretty good 16th birthday gift to me. So right now, the only downside that they're laying out is that before you get the surgery, you're ugly.
Then there are the rest of us awaiting our operation. Until then, we're less than.
But you're not really ugly. You're just a regular looking person. You're just the way you were born, and then your whole life you get to know, I'm gonna be hot someday. So I feel like it actually wouldn't be that bad. I mean, maybe you're kept in some kind of prison cell. I don't know what's going on here. So, I mean, if that's the case, that's not good.
People call us Uglies.
Okay, so yes, this movie features Joey King, who you may remember from, what was that movie? Kissing Booth, which was also like a Netflix romance movie. Now she plays the main character in a movie called Uglies. And, like, I would be pretty pissed off at my agent, actually, for even pitching me for this movie. Especially if I found out that the very first thing you see after the title card Uglies is a close-up of my face. We're all supposed to be hideous before the surgery, so what kind of prosthetics are they gonna do to really drive that home? The director's like, my dog is calling me. One sec, I gotta go.
Mirror, make me pretty.
Sure, Tally. This is Morpha version 732.
Okay, so I guess this gives us a good idea of how people turn out after the surgery. It's sort of like a Instagram yassified version of yourself, like a TikTok filter, basically. I wonder who decided what the perfect version of somebody is supposed to look like. Because, you know, everybody kind of has a type. So, like, is everybody just gonna look like this one guy's type? No matter how you look going into it, you come out like a thick Latina, and that one guy's like, I did it, I fixed the world. This is amazing. Oh man, look at this horrible dystopian universe they're gonna make me live in. They're gonna make me go be hot over in the coolest city ever. They're sending me to Dubai for hotties only. Damn, no, don't give me this surgery. Don't put me in that machine. Where is that machine? I gotta go look at it to make sure it doesn't, I gotta go break it or something.
Are you like dying? Are you so excited?
But what if I don't recognize myself?
No matter how beautiful they make you, the ghost of that giant nose will haunt you forever.
Okay, so that was kind of fucked up. It seems like they have nicknames for each other. She calls him Nose, and he calls her Squint.
I'll always be Squint.
I guess based on their insecurities. I haven't seen her squint once, but I can see why she calls him Nose. I think this is a prosthetic nose, though, which is kind of crazy. They did give other characters prosthetics to give them notable flaws. Also, in the voiceover, her character kind of made it sound like everybody's so superficial now, and there's gonna be something wrong with everyone being hot. And then in the first scene, she's like, so you happy they're gonna fix your disgusting nose? Man, I can't wait till they fix that fucked up nose ears.
I'm Tally. But what are we gonna call you?
You'll certainly be prettier without those squinty eyes. Squint.
What? Did she even have squinty eyes? I feel like they forgot to tell her to squint. You're gonna look so much better after your surgery. They're gonna fix those squinty eyes of yours, and you know what? They're gonna fix that multicolored hair as well. They're gonna fix your big red nose.
For those of you turning 16 today, you are truly on the cusp of a metamorphosis.
Do you think that lady's really that tall? What if the surgery makes you super tall too? I guess, you know, to some people that is a part of the beauty standard. I don't necessarily know that being like 30 feet tall is anyone's beauty standard. That'd be crazy. Why aren't there any guys that are my type? All I'm looking for is like a guy with a hot nose that is literally as tall as a redwood.
You'll be beautiful and free from hatred and discrimination based on the way that you look.
That's such like a backhanded compliment to be like, we're gonna give you this incredible surgery. You guys are so lucky. You're gonna be so hot. That way you don't have to face discrimination anymore for the way that you look right now. You guys probably get made fun of so much. Okay, so it looks like Nose is off to go get his surgery, leaving Tally all alone. So I guess we're gonna see what he looks like as a hot guy before we get to see her fully transform. But before we see that, I want to introduce you guys to someone who does not need any surgery to be a cute little man, and that is my dog Zero. Zero is a sweet little mini Australian Shepherd. We adopted him about 3 years ago. He's got cute little freckles on his nose. He is very energetic, loves people, hates cuddles. Every night he starts off sleeping in our bed until one person gets too close to him, and then he's like, I gotta get out of here, I can't take this, and then he sleeps on the floor. We want our sweet little Zero to be happy and healthy for as long as possible. That's why we chose a dog food that we know will keep him healthy, Sundays for Dogs, which is the sponsor of this video. Sundays for Dogs is a very high quality, human grade dog food. We've got both Zero and our other dog Sunday on the beef recipe. There's a few things that make Sundays different than your average dog food. One, the ingredients are all like legit ingredients that you've heard of before, like beef liver, quinoa, pumpkin, fish oil. And then the process that they use to make it is called air drying. So instead of getting all crunchy and dry, it's more of like a jerky texture. It's very soft. Both of our dogs love it. We have a little morning routine where my son and I pour the dogs their dog food. And while we're doing that, the dogs get like amped up. They're so excited to eat this. I love Sundays because it's healthy. My dogs love it, and some dogs, it's very hard to find food that they want to eat forever. And my dogs have never gotten tired of this food. And also, you don't need to freeze or refrigerate it. You just store it in the bag just like this. It's good at room temperature. So if you want to give your dog a chance to try Sundays and watch them fall in love, then you can get 50% off your first order of Sundays by going to sundaysfordogs.com/Greg. Or just use my code Greg at checkout. That's 50% off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com/Greg, or use my code Greg. Thank you to Sundays for Dogs for sponsoring this video, although we would be using this food regardless of the sponsorship. And thank you to you guys for checking out Sundays for Dogs, because it helps my channel. All right, back to the video.
Commencing scan 196. In 2 months, 12 days, you will be pretty.
Oh no, okay, so Nose went off and got the I don't even know his real name, by the way. I feel bad calling him Nose. Especially now that he's hot, I don't know what I'm supposed to call him. He's gonna have no defining features. He's just Guy now. He's just Dude. But apparently Guy Dude got the surgery and now he's not responding to any of Tally's text messages. Life must really be sick over there in that futuristic city. He's probably partying nonstop. Again, I don't really know if I'm seeing the problem with this universe yet. Like, sure, you know, life is a little bleak until you get the surgery, but then you got the whole rest of your life to just party in this city.
Scan 200 complete.
Okay, so it does seem like every day she gets her whole body scanned so that the surgery is perfect, like they know how to make her perfect. That seems like a little bit much. That's kind of fucked up. To scan her every day, scanning, making sure that you're still ugly. Okay, so now Tally is sneaking out of her prison-like dorm room into the futuristic city where Nose is, you know, somewhere partying, probably doing cocaine and like riding on a mechanical bull with all of his new hot friends. I'm surprised how easy it was to break into this city. I was under the impression only hot people were allowed here. I thought security would be kind of tight. It's kind of weird that she like walked downstairs and was like, I gotta figure out some way to get to the future city. And then she was like, I guess I could just walk there. Actually, it was like there's nothing in the way. I never realized it. Guys, did you know we could just go the whole time? That's crazy. Okay, so to disguise her hideous face, she puts on this pig mask. That way nobody knows that she hasn't gotten the surgery yet. And now she's creeping through the town looking for her friend. By the way, I keep jokingly calling her hideous. I'm not trying to call Joey King ugly. She's obviously not ugly. She's a famous actor. I just think it's fucked up that this movie is like, look, one of the uglies. You guys can obviously see why she needs the surgery, right? It's because of her silly squinty eyes. Her eyes are so squinty. She doesn't have eyes, actually. It's crazy that this human being has no eyes. So she's walking through the city. It is immediately clear why he is not responding to her text. This place looks lit as hell. My man cannot respond, dude. He's having too much fun. Plus, he doesn't speak Uggo anymore.
Nose. It's me.
Tally.
Okay, so he's got an interesting quality about him now. His skin is really smooth. I think they probably edited him a bunch because he kind of looks like a video game character now. He looks like if a video game character joined the Hype House, I guess. And I like how whoever designed the hot surgery was like, and they gotta have glowing eyes. You know what makes every person more attractive? Demon eyes.
Tally. What are you doing
He's
here?
immediately like, I cannot be seen with you. He's like, I gotta push you over to the side a little bit. I gotta push you 2 inches over to the side so no one can see you.
An unwelcome individual has been detected.
What is this? What was that? Just totally unexplained technology? She jumped off of a building and then had some kind of bounce protective gear on? You guys want to explain that at all? You can't just go introducing new wacky technology like that willy-nilly and expect us to get it.
Where you are.
Get on or we'll both get caught.
Okay, so some girl saved her from security on her like floating hoverboard thing. That's acceptable. That new technology, I mean, that's not really new technology. We've all seen a hoverboard. We know what that is, so that doesn't need explanation. I think the special effects in this movie are just generally bad, because now this whole, like, hoverboarding cutscene looks like a PlayStation game. I thought maybe it was just that the hot surgery look was a little bit too hard to pull off, but I think maybe just in general, they did not budget the appropriate amount for visual effects in this movie. A movie that very clearly relies on visual effects, because you want the hot people to look hot, right? I mean, you want them to look like normal people. Right now, it's kind of like, on everybody's 16th birthday, they get a surgery that plunges them into the uncanny valley.
They could deny my surgery.
Oh, they're not gonna keep you from being pretty, Tally.
You don't know that.
They want you to be pretty. We all do with that face.
Jesus, man. You know, it's bad enough that the hot people look down on the uglies, but for them to be doing it to themselves, it's like, it seems like you guys are honestly more fucked up about it than they are. Like, Nose was just like, hey, I'm sorry I haven't been responding to your texts, you know? You'll get it when you're pretty. You'll figure it out.
I mean, you'll get it when you're pretty.
But the uglies to each other are just like, I can't wait to get this surgery so I can stop looking at you. I want to go party in the cool city, not look at your weird donkey teeth anymore.
Maybe I'd go to the smoke. That place is a myth, Skinny. It's not a real place. The smoke was real. We'd know about it.
Okay, so now they're introducing us to the concept of the smoke.
Maybe I'd go to the smoke.
Which is apparently some kind of camp on the outskirts of town where, like, rebels live. It's, you know, the people who are resisting the surgery. And they have a ringleader named David. And now these two are gonna go try to find it.
I need you to promise you're not gonna tell anyone.
Tell anyone what?
Anything. How to get here, how to call him.
Shade, who are you calling?
David.
I like that the futuristic rebel's name is just David. She's like, who are you calling? The legend himself. The man whose name itself sparks fear into any pretty. His name is Dave. You don't want to fuck with Dave. Okay, it's time for Tally to get her surgery. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Tally Youngblood.
Is something wrong?
You're too ugly. We can't let you get the surgery. It'll break the machine. Sorry. We gotta take you to the extra strength machine. So now the evil lady is asking Tally for help to locate the smoke because they're worried they have some kind of weapon that's gonna take down their city. And Tally basically has no choice but to accept. So now she's gonna venture off, find the smoke, and find David. You know what'd be even worse than his name being David is if, like, that's his nickname. Like, that's what he thought a cool name was. He's like, no, my real name's Paul. But on these streets, they call me David.
We need you to become one of them. Signal us with this necklace.
Okay, so into the woods she goes, looking for the smoke, and I guess she has to signal them once she finds the weapon with the necklace. And to be super covert about it, she's going to wear the tracking necklace right on her chest the entire time. Yeah, revolutionaries and experts in sabotaging technology like the people in the smoke will have no clue what they're in for when they see this thing.
That can make you very special. How does that sound?
She's gonna make him even hotter? He's gonna look even more like a video game. He's gonna show up and he's just gonna be Mario from Mario 64. I'm hot now!
Who are you?
I'm David.
Whoa! Okay, so now that's fucked up. The leader of this rebel against the hot surgery is like an objectively good-looking guy. He's like, come on, guys. We don't need the surgery. Everyone's like, you don't need the surgery, man. Don't tell that to us. I gotta fix my donkey teeth. Okay, so Tally has accidentally walked up on David bathing, and her response is to just stare. Yeah, actually walk away. You can't just keep pretending to walk away. A couple more looks back. Imagine doing that if you walked in on someone in the bathroom. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were in here. Look at, oh yeah, I didn't know you were showering in here. My bad. I'll get out of your hair then. I'll just be on my way out then.
Welcome to the smoke.
Let's go.
The smoke is a waterfall? Is that what I'm supposed to be looking at? Where are they going? Oh no, it's a house in the woods. All right, well, we couldn't see that from up there. There was no, we actually couldn't see the smoke from where you just were. Where was I supposed to be looking in this picture?
Everyone has to work, even our elders. We don't have money.
Well, it sounds like a utopian society. Everyone has to work, even the old people. We actually give them the hardest jobs because, well, that's just fair. Tell me why I'm supposed to be rooting for these guys. Like, we're getting a very clear dichotomy of how the world is different when everyone's hot versus when everyone's not. And everyone hot was like partying in the sick city. And then everyone who's not is like banging together rocks in like an outdoor camp. Like, that's the best society you guys can come up with? I'm gonna go get the surgery, actually. Tally shows up and she's like, finally, somewhere where people aren't so obsessed with looks and they're just like dragging around logs aimlessly, just carrying huge bags of gravel in a circle. Oh, good, you're here. Now you can help us work forever with no reward.
The last year we lived in town, I was appointed to the Committee for Morphological Standards.
Okay, so now Tally is talking to David's parents, who reveal that they were on some kind of scientific research team related to the surgery. And they started to discover that while the surgery, yes, does make you objectively bangable, it also causes lesions in your brain that make you not care about anything and also not able to think clearly.
You don't care about anything, you can't think, you're sedated into a false sense of happiness.
I don't know, actually. I think at a certain point, it's just kind of like not really a false sense of happiness. It might just be a sense of happiness. These poor fools are gonna live the rest of their lives happy. We gotta fix this.
Have you found it? Can you cure the lesions?
We're close.
Ah, okay, so they're gonna have a cure that will heal the lesion. So I wonder if everyone will still stay, like, physically transformed by the surgery, but they're just gonna be smart now. That'd be crazy if the end of the movie was like, yes, we saved the day, and it wasn't by finding out that looks don't actually matter that much. We made looks matter, and then we also made everyone smart, too. So now things are way better.
What you do, the way you think, makes you beautiful.
Another backhanded compliment. Oh, don't worry, girl. You don't need the surgery that makes you beautiful. You're already beautiful. In the dark. Also, she threw her necklace in the fire, the one that is tracking her. She's supposed to send a signal when the evil people are supposed to come and kill everybody. So it probably wasn't a good idea to throw that in the fire, right? If they know your exact location and can tell when they stop receiving your signal. No, the bad guys are here. How could they have known? And Nose is here, wearing a glowing suit. This is what must have happened to him. He got a little bit prettier, and he also got turned into a killing machine. And now his eyes are like ice blue. He went from demon eyes to husky eyes. Look at that.
Hey, please. What are you doing?
Jeez, man. That's a crazy way to kill someone. I honestly, I didn't think he was gonna do it. I don't think David's dad thought he was gonna do it either.
What are you doing?
As this assassin is walking towards him, he's just kind of like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Don't do that. It's weird. Even after he snaps his neck, he's on the floor like, anyone see that guy? That was weird.
Tally.
Oh no, they got her friend! end. And now they're all trapped in there. I think they're gonna get them next. Okay, so their plan was, let's get in the building, and then we'll get in the machines, and then we'll have another guy fly a helicopter with a flamethrower up to destroy him. What was stopping them from just doing that part? Why wouldn't they just do that? You had a helicopter the whole time?
I grabbed the nanocine.
Well, does that mean that we can cure Shay? But I don't want to be cured.
We are not gonna perform medical experiments on an unwilling subject. That's the difference between us and them.
I'll do it.
They're like, does anyone want to try the cure that makes you hot and smart? She's like, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll take one for the team. Just put me in that machine. We'll see what happens.
Are you satisfied with the outcome of your surgery?
Yes. I love the new me.
Oh, and then the movie ends in like a utopian future where now she's gotten the surgery, and this looks like that meme that's like, society if blah blah blah. I guess society if everyone was hot and smart. That's cool. I guess not even smart. It just gets rid of the brain lesions that the surgery caused. So it's society if everyone was hot and as smart as they are right now. Society if the only thing that changed is everybody looked like those videos where they Photoshop celebrities' faces into the perfect proportions. Have you guys ever seen those videos? All right, there she is. They finally fixed her. They turned her into Addison Rae. So, all right, well, I'm glad that I finally got around to watching that movie. I hope you guys liked it. Out of 10, I'd probably give it one of these.